Welcome, everyone. I want to know, have you ever wondered how you could make a bigger difference in the world? Well, that's what we're talking about today on WSATV. I'm Laura Rubenstein, your host, producer, and digital media and marketing strategist. You can find me online at transformtoday.com. We have an incredible lineup and show, and yes, we're going to talk about how you can scale your impact. A lot of people talk about scaling your business, but wouldn't you like to scale the difference you make first? And that's what we're going to talk about. So let's go to our speakers today, our awesome experts. Jeannie, tell us, say hi. How are you?
Hi, thanks for having me here today, Laura. My name is Jeannie Zerhofer. I'm a business development specialist in Charlotte, North Carolina, and my website is mybankcode.com/wow.
Wow, thank you so much. And hi, Becky.
Hi, and thank you for having me. I'm Becky Norwood. I'm from Goodyear, Arizona. I'm a book publishing expert with a worldwide audience. Serve clients all over the world. My website is spotlightonyourbusiness.com, and this is the latest book that I've published. I've compiled it. It's called We Choose to Thrive. It's the stories of many women that have overcome abuse and are thriving.
Lovely. Great to have you ladies here. Let's jump right into our topic because you both are passionate about helping people scale their impact, make a bigger difference. So what advice would you give to someone who radically wants to increase the impact they want to make? Jeannie.
Well, first of all, be kind to others. I believe in one world, one language. Think about who the other person is and how to speak to their language based on their values and who they are. I want people to join me on my quest by learning how this little shift could impact other people's lives in a more powerful and positive way. I train sales professionals and business owners how to increase their sales up to 300%, which is awesome. But what I'm most passionate about is relationship building. And my expertise is training people how to build faster rapport and implementing a system. It really excites me to watch them build better relationships.
And is there one key to building better relationships in addition to being kind that you would recommend?
Listening and using effective communication.
And how do you know if it's effective?
By understanding the person who's on the other side of the conversation and what their values are.
That's key, their values. Wow, what if we did that? How does that change?
It changes everything. It makes for so much more less stress in life because it creates such a positive bond with the other person. And all you need to do is shift and step into their glasses and what they see and how they see the world.
Wow, imagine if more of us did that, the impact we actually get to make. I think a lot of times people don't think to do that because they are all about looking through their glasses and they got to force their way into making the change and the impact they want. But it's actually the opposite is what I'm hearing you say. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for that wisdom. And it really gives us something to think about. And Becky, I want to hop over to you. What do you want us to think about how to help people radically create radical impact?
Well, along with that listening part is also the storytelling part. And what I feel that, as Jeannie mentioned, how important it is to really listen. But the storytelling part is taking that listening and telling a story, our own story, in a way that can impact others in very positive ways. And the reason is that not one of us can get through life without something that just rocks our world, that kind of takes our breath away and maybe causes us to go deep within and maybe deeply hurt. But then as we find ways to overcome it and we find ways to connect with others, then telling our story can make a big, huge impact on how somebody else feels, where they know that there's somebody else that has gone through a life situation where it's been very trying, and come out the victor, come out doing well and being happy. So the stories, the storytelling, as a book publisher, that's what I help them to do, is pull out that story to where it can be alive and vibrant and make an impact on the world.
And I would imagine if we take the two of your advice, listening to other people, and then Becky telling a story, what if we were able to tell the story based upon what we knew was important to other people, their values? Wow. So the
Very
two of you,
powerful.
yeah, the two of you have like a golden, secret weapon here for making and scaling impact, and that's what today's show is about. So thank you for that wisdom. I want to get to know a little bit about you and your expertise and what you're passionate about, how you're making a difference in the world. So, Jeannie, maybe you can tell us a little bit about who you work with and what you do for them.
I work with several different groups of people, whether they are corporate and sales professionals. I also work with coaches and realtors. A lot of people that do sales. I train the professionals how to communicate efficiently.
Wonderful. And do you have a story about how you actually helped someone in corporate do this?
Well, I have a couple of stories. A really quick one is a realtor in Boston. Her last 17 listing appointments, she implemented bank, and she listed all 17 by using our bank system and effectively communicating, wearing the glasses of the other person.
I love it. And would you mind sharing what the acronym BANK stands for?
Absolutely. BANK stands for Blueprint, Action, Knowledge, and Nurturer.
And the benefit of that is?
Understanding the other person's values in less than 90 seconds. And that's what we teach.
Awesome. Well, that's so valuable because, like we talked about, it's the foundation to storytelling that Becky does. So, Becky, tell us about the work you do and how you're impacting people.
Well, I work with a variety of different types of authors, but for the most part, they can be people that have a passion. I'm working with a gentleman who speaks all over the world right now. In his book, this is his first book, but it's on children that have autism and that are on the spectrum. But he needed to get his message out in a powerful way. The other part that I'm passionate about is for those women that have gone through abuse, because that was my backstory in my first book, and helping them to stand up and really begin to take hold and find their voice and speak up, often for the first time. So that it's so powerful, because once they gain that courage, just like for myself, it changes everything in the world for them.
And how do you help them scale up this impact with your work?
When I help a client write a book, it isn't about, I don't write their words. What we do is we start from the moment they begin writing to start implementing social media, blogging, creating a website, all the things that they need to do to kind of gain to start from the very start, treating their book as their business, which is very, very important. And then we look at how they're writing the book and whether they can offer something free within the pages of the book, a free download. So they're list building. So there's a lot of pieces that are put into the part of the whole, but starting from the very beginning to implement the marketing techniques. Because one of the biggest things I've seen is where authors, they've spent so much time writing their book, they get it published, they become #1 bestsellers, and then it's lost. That doesn't go anywhere because they have no marketing skills to know how to take it further.
That was gold as a digital marketer. I agree with starting before you write the book, even, or while you're writing the book, in the marketing process, in the amplifying. Because if you want to scale your impact, first of all, you have to have the courage to get your story out. You have to know what the story is going to resonate, using what Jeannie was talking about in the bank system, and then use all the marketing. tactics that you have at your disposal, and social media really has leveled the playing field. So Becky, you have awesome services to offer, and Jeannie, you too. So I want to invite everyone to connect with Jeannie and Becky. You can find their links on our, we tag them here, so you can definitely find them here either on the Facebook Live or on YouTube in the description. So I want to wrap up today's session with what we do at Women Speakers Association. And we are dedicated to scaling up your impact. And we do that in so many ways. And if you're not yet a member like Jeannie and Becky, I invite you to do so. We have a free level of membership at joinwsa.com right now. And that would be a great way to go on the on-ramp with Women Speakers Association. And you could take it to the next level like Jeannie and Becky have with us, and become a premier level and really get the visibility and make the impact you want. So I wanted to hear from each of you about what is the impact that Women Speakers Association is helping you make. Jeannie.
Well, I'm going to go off just 1 second, and I'm going to say, so I always say women connecting to women and helping women. But here's real quick. I am in the process of launching my book towards the end of this year, and it's called Standing in My Power Even When I'm Shaking in My Shoes. And listening to Becky, now I just have another connection of somebody I can hire to help me with my book. So it's really the connections of the speaking and the e-speakers and the connections that we make.
Yes, and if you don't know what eSpeakers is, it's the largest directory of speakers that event planners use and go to, and you get a free listing with a premier membership. So it's highly valuable, like you said, Jeannie. So thank you. And Becky, tell us about the value and the impact that Women Speakers Association is helping you make.
For me, it's been really powerful because of the connections. I've formed some amazing friendships. I've received business and given business to others that are in the e-speakers. And so it's those connections that really make the difference, and the friendships that have resulted from it. It's been really amazing.
Yes, the connection, we say that a lot. The connections make a huge difference. But Jeannie, you just demonstrated how the connection to Becky is going to increase your impact, scale your impact larger than you could have expected before. And you have this book and this great vision for it, and now you have someone, a partner to play with to help you get there. And that's another empowering part of the Women Speakers Association. You don't have to do it alone. Join us. And join us here every week at Women Speakers Association's Facebook page and on YouTube. We do these episodes where you can get to know our premier members intimately and learn about their expertise. And we love expanding your impact. So we'll see you at joinwsa.com. You can get your free speaker success plan there as well. Another thing we offer you is support and how do you become a successful speaker. And so we'll see you there online and in the groups, as well as here at WSATV, the premiere show. See you next time.